Yo, what's up, guys? This is Midnight Wabbit. Welcome back to some more Borderlands 3. And today, what I have for you guys is another one of these new Mayhem 6 through 10 weapon drops. This is part of my legendary weapons guide. And the weapon we're going to be talking about today is the Reflux. Now, this is a legendary shotgun. Like I said, it only drops on Mayhem 6 through 10. We'll talk about where to get it in just a minute. But first, we're going to go over what the weapon does. This weapon is very, very similar. It's actually pretty much identical to the Brainstormer from the base game, if you guys remember that weapon. It's actually not a DLC weapon, the Reflux, by the way. It's the Mayhem 10 weapons are all able to be obtained without any DLC. But the Brainstormer, if you remember, it was a shock weapon, and it looks exactly the same except for the skin. I have a skin on mine, but it fires... if you hit an enemy with the Brainstormer, it chains shock damage to nearby enemies. Well, the Reflux is the same, except it's corrosive. It chains corrosive damage. And the base skin on this thing, I don't really like. It's like the blueberry limeade skin that you can find. I don't think I have it, actually. But I kind of like some of these other skins better. I like this one, so I just threw that one on. So, this thing, real quick, let's take a look at the VIP target. So, this is a corrosive weapon, so it should be doing good against armor. But he doesn't have very high base damage. Same thing with the Brainstormer. This thing actually has higher base damage than the Brainstormer, but the damage is still not insane. As you can see, it's like, I mean, this is Mayhem 10, but it's just not doing too much. So, what we're going to do, where this thing shines, is taking out large groups of enemies. You can actually use this, a lot of people only use it for mobbing. You can actually use it on certain bosses if they are vulnerable to corrosive. But only if they have a lot of adds around them. So, the way this weapon works is the base damage is meh, but the chain damage, as you can see right there, the corrosive chain damage is extremely high. This thing, the chain damage does more than the actual shots from the weapon. So, this thing, and I believe, it's hard to tell because I'm on flak, but with the Megavore skill, but I believe the chains can crit on any character. I think they can actually crit on, like, just normally, like, even without Megavore. I'm not sure, though. I may have to do some testing on that. But I know for a fact, obviously, with Megavore, they can crit. But as you can see, the chain damage does a lot. Obviously, these are all armored targets, who's doing even more. But the chain damage does a decent amount if you spam this thing. Especially in an area like the Malawan Takedown with a lot of armored enemies that are all very grouped up, very close together. This thing does a lot of damage with the chains in terms of this AoE damage. It's really good. I think it's actually better than the Brainstormer. I think even if you get a Mayhem 10 version of the Brainstormer, I think this thing is still stronger just in terms of damage. I think it's actually more beneficial to use this than the Brainstormer, even if they are shielded targets, just because of how high the damage is on this compared to the Brainstormer. I'll have to do some more testing to confirm that, but real quick, let's go over where to get this thing. So this is, like I said, this is a Mayhem 6 plus exclusive drop. If you're on Mayhem 5 or below, it will not drop. No matter what you do, this weapon will not drop. You have to be on Mayhem 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 to get this weapon to drop. So let's go over where to get that real quick. So you're going to go over to Eden 6, which is where the Loot the Universe event is this week. And the area we're going to be going to is Voracious Canopy. And I believe the drops for this area are sniper rifles and class items. So the boss we're farming can actually drop a ton of good sniper rifles and class items if you're looking for any of those as world drops. And you just don't feel like farming the specific areas for them. It's a pretty easy way to do it. So you're going to travel right here to the Voracious Canopy. Come down here, go into the ship. And it's a ship called the Family Jewel from the campaign. The boss we're going to be fighting is here at the end. Her name is Genevieve. She is the AI that controls the ship from the story, if you played through the story. Got a fast travel, or not fast travel, a respawn station right there with I can't talk. With the vending machine, so you can get some ammo if you want to before you jump down and fight the boss. And she is the one that will drop this. So I'm going to show you guys the drop on screen right now. Alright, so you guys saw the drop. So, final thoughts on the Reflux. This thing, it's really good. It's a very strong weapon. I definitely recommend this if you're doing any end game content, even if you're not playing on Mayhem 10. Just get yourself whatever the highest level version you're able to get. So if you're like your highest you can actually effectively play on is like Mayhem 6 or something, which is totally fine. This thing will still destroy, obviously. So get yourself like whatever the highest level version you can, like a Mayhem 6 version of this weapon. If you only play on Mayhem 4, then you get yourself a Mayhem 4 version of this weapon. Just get yourself the highest level version you can, and this thing will help you with any mobbing in endgame content. So anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you have not already. I don't know why I'm getting so many legendaries. And subscribe if you have not already for more Borderlands 3 content. Where is this little drone? Is this drone in the wall? I don't know. Anyway, subscribe for more Borderlands 3 content. I did manage to play through the Guns, Love, and Tentacles DLC. Very, very good DLC. I will be making some... I have plenty of legendaries from that DLC right now, and I'll be making some videos in the next couple days on those. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys later with another video. Peace.